You're watching CITAM Church Online. I want to welcome you to another episode, and we're talking about resilience, particularly resilience in prayer. We must talk about resilience. It's one of those buzzwords whenever we're talking about well-being, our wellness, in matters mental health. It's such an important word. Resilience is all about bouncing back. And I don't know where you are at, having gone through the bulk of the year. As per the time of recording this video, you might have gone through some pretty hard things, some things that were not pretty and they were entirely hard, and you would want to throw in the towel. I want to encourage you with that word, resilience. Resilience is about bouncing up or bouncing back. It's about springing forth. I was listening recently to an interview of one of the top footballers in our day and age right now. Of course, you know Cristiano Ronaldo, and there was this commentator, this interviewer, who highlighted that the thing that's made him so dominant in football is his resilience, his ability to, especially mentally, to bounce back. A game is going in a certain way, and the odds are against his team, and it looks like they're losing. But because of that attitude of bouncing back, of springing forth, many other times that Ronaldo has been able to rise up. And so I'm giving him as an example, a model of resilience. But when we turn to the scriptures, we even find all the more encouraging models. I want us to turn together to Luke 18. We see Jesus telling this story about the persistent widow. And he's telling this story so that you and I don't give up in the place of prayer. That we are resilient. We're people who bounce back. We spring forth. And so Luke 18 tells us that one day Jesus told his disciples a story to show that they should always pray and never give up. I could pause right there and say to you who's watching this video, don't give up. Don't give up, especially in the place of prayer. Keep pressing on. Keep knocking on heaven's doors. Keep seeking that which you're trusting in God for. Keep asking. And the Bible says that Jesus said that men ought always to pray. Women ought always to pray. Young people ought always to pray. Whatever your demographic, you ought always to pray. And then he goes on to describe this woman who had remarkable odds. She's a woman, she's a widow, and there's this judge, an unjust judge, who didn't care for people and whose heart was hardened against this woman's cause. And so the Bible tells us that there was a judge in a certain city who neither feared God nor cared about people, and a widow of that city came to him repeatedly. Therein is what I'd call the resilience. And what was she saying? Give me justice in this dispute with my enemy. So this is a woman who knows that you do not take no for an answer. She's living in a heavily patriarchal society, and then she's a widow, which means she's marginalized, she's in the fringes in society, she's basically away from the center of action. And if there's a woman who would have a cause to give up, as Jesus sets up this story, it is this woman. She's a woman, heavily patriarchal society, she's a widow, and then she's facing up to a judge who doesn't seem to be anything close to empathetic. He's not compassionate to her cause. But the Bible tells us she repeatedly came to this judge. And so I want to hasten towards the end of the story, where the judge says, this woman is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she's wearing me out with her constant requests. And then Jesus sums up, brings the story to a head. He tells us the point of the parable, which is this: learn a lesson from the unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't think God will surely give, or rather, so don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. Guys, this is such an encouragement in prayer. Don't throw in the towel. You might have prayed about something and you are trusting God, this is my year. And here we are, as per the recording of this video, it looks like you haven't gained that which you are trusting in God for. I'm here to remind you, be resilient. rise up, spring forth, don't give up. Like this woman, no matter what your odds are, persist, insist, ask, seek, knock, keep knocking on those doors, bounce back in that place of prayer. And the Bible says that our judge, who's nothing like that unrighteous judge, our good Father, will give you justice swiftly. May that be your lot, and may you share the testimony when God does it. Thanks for watching CITAM Church Online, and we'd love to hear from you after this video. God bless you.